A ray of sunshine with a personality that could fill a room. That's how friends are remembering 11-year-old Amelia Marsh, who was killed in a car crash in Madera County Saturday night. CHP investigators say Amelia and her family were on Highway 41 south to Fresno when her father lost control in the rain and collided with two other vehicles.
Action News reporter Kate Nemrich joins us from outside Community Regional Medical Center, where Amelia's parents are being treated as family friends offer their support.
Good evening. I spoke with family friends who are rallying around Amelia's family as they recover and remembering the little girl who they say was led by faith and a friend to all. Early Saturday evening, life as the Marsh family knew it changed entirely as they lost 11-year-old Amelia.
She was just such a bright light to everybody.
That light suddenly extinguished. Friends say Amelia, her parents Andrea and Chuck, and younger siblings were headed for an evening of fun at Defy Jump Park in Fresno, but they didn't make it there. CHP investigators say her father was driving south on 41 and Jules Vista Court when he lost control of their SUV in the rain, colliding with two other vehicles. Amelia died in the crash. Her mom was taken to Community Regional Medical Center and her younger siblings to Valley Children's, where they all continue to recover. The news of her death coming as a shock to friends who remember the little girl with a big heart and devoted to her faith.
Just seemed like she could always connect with people that maybe didn't fit the average norm and help them feel safe and cared for and loved, which I feel like is just a true testament of her faith.
Dicey Wheaton met Andrea when the two worked together at Yosemite Lakes Community Church in Coarsegold. They became fast friends. And then their daughters did too. Ashlyn Wheaton is already thinking of ways she could honor her friend, who she calls one of a kind.
There's no color to describe her. There's like all sorts of different colors to describe her. I would bring like a painting. I would paint something of her because like to honor her arts and crafts and her, like she was so talented.
Kyra Zimmerman grew up with Andrea. She says Andrea lived for her daughter. She's heartbroken to see her friends suffer this loss and mourns the girl she describes as an angel.
She saw people and cared for them and went after like the ones that were left out, and she just loved Jesus and wanted people to know that they were loved too.
Amelia made such an impact on her community that Spring Valley Elementary School, which she used to attend, posted a message on Facebook Monday that read in part, quote, "The Spring Valley community is deeply saddened by the loss of our beloved former student, Amelia Marsh. She was incredibly kind and was a positive light to all those she came in contact with." Amelia's father, Chuck, is the sole financial provider for the family, and he's also recovering from the crash. As they continue to heal and make plans to lay Amelia to rest, family friends have set up a GoFundMe, which you can find now at abc30.com. In downtown Fresno, I'm Kate Nemrich, ABC 30 Action News.